again. I may only do impromptu streams. I'd like to build a schedule, but I'm kind of never really sure what my schedule is 2 weeks out, so it's hard for me to build a schedule. I'm sitting on Forgecraft 2. Well, I'm sitting at home playing Forgecraft 2, but you know what I mean. I've done some more things that I'm going to start by demonstrating, and then we're going to build a mob farm, I hope. Quick comment on streaming apparatus setup again. I've moved the camera back over here. Hi. Because here was one, a little wobbly, and two, I have difficulty. All the information for like a chat is over here. I'm going to actually move it around a little bit so I can see it a little bit better. So now I can read chat and look at the camera at about the same. As it was, I was doing this and about to give myself whiplash. And I didn't manage to do that switch most of the time. And I've also improved the lighting slightly. This light's moved a little bit, but also I've got a soft light from the side here to give me slightly more definition, because apparently last time I was a bit shadowed. I'm actually sitting in TeamSpeak. I'm going to resume now.
That's what I'm saying. I can do that, but then I've still got to
get
the fuel back to I've still got to get the fuel back to my base.
Hi guys.
One way or the other, I've got to one way or the other, I've got to transport the liquid back to my base.
Minecarts in drums.
Yeah, that's one of the things I was thinking. But the problem with doing minecarts is the same problem with pipes. You have to chunk load all the.
Well, but there's a chunk loader minecart from.
There is, isn't there? No. But how expensive is it to make all of that?
Well, that was not the question you asked.
Yeah. I'm looking for something that's a solution to early game. I'm probably going to have to use an end tank now, aren't I?
You don't have to.
No, I don't have to, but for practicality's purposes.
Well, you could just use 2 drums and walk there sometimes and exchange the drums, since 1 drum of fuel should last forever.
That's not a bad idea. Let's drum it.
I'm actually a fan of the why just not do that small step manually when you need it to, because it doesn't have to be fully automated.
Yeah. I like that idea. Let's do the drum.
The sound of drum.
You could also use a bedrockium drum if you're really desperate.
Yeah, the end IO track. I'm actually going to use.
There we go. I'll make it a little quieter.
From this dimension to the digger dimension.
I should also make it so that mutes my microphone at the same time. Alright, there we go. I've got. Oh, I hit 1. Right, that caused it to flip.
So
It's like, what happened? Is it actually raining? It is, in fact, not raining.
Yeah.
Okay. Because this is a long-term solution. It's just
so I've done a number of things around my base, and I will demonstrate them quickly. Particularly,
you don't need that much stuff.
I've I have these berry bushes mostly laid out. I've got 25 of these 3 kinds, only 5 gold Orberry bushes,
I'm still using
and 10 iron Orberry bushes. I actually put down some autonomous activators below these, and there's one there with vacuum hoppers up here. Those sucking them up. Just on a chest. That pulls them. Then it pipes into the ceiling, obviously. And then that pipes back around here, down here, into this chest. And then this one has a filter on it, which means there's still stuff in that chest. Hello, chat!
Alright, cool.
It's not raining on Forgecraft 1, but it looks like it's raining on Forgecraft 1, so almost the same thing. This one filters just Orberries, and it sucks them into various things here. And I've actually, actually got filters. So this one filters iron ore berries into this one, and then there's a hopper that pulls out completed iron bars or iron ingots and sticks them in a barrel there. So I've actually produced a couple stacks worth of iron this way. It's been very convenient. The autonomous activators are actually kind of a temporary holdover. It's just to kind of get it moving and doing stuff while we're waiting on a update to the server. Hopefully the next update to the server will include a change to the configs, which will allow this setup to work. So I've got a survivalist generator over here. It's fully powered. It's even got charcoal sitting in it. And then I've got a harvester sitting over here, which is fully powered and otherwise ready to go. It'll dump into this chest, and then the transfer node will pipe out, and I've actually forced this pipe to only go this way, so it will go straight here. And I should also demonstrate there is a upgrade in here. Increases the radius by 4. The radius starts as 1. Anyway, the radius gets quite large. It now covers... the radius is now 5. If we consider a radius of 0 to be the center block only. That's probably not how it works, but maybe we'll consider that radius 2, I don't know. Anyway, the radius starts over here. If it's it starts as a 3, without the upgrade it's a 3x3. So it would just be these 9 blocks, so these 6 Orberry bushes, which would be at least a decent start. With the upgrade, it does this full block of area. It does the all 4 of these rooms. And that will provide me with Orberries for forever.
I can't seem to find anything.
Terribly useful, that inventory tweaks thing, but terribly annoying when you do it by accident. Your sword swaps out and you're hitting zombies with a block of dirt. Actually, that's not inventory tweaks. It used to be inventory tweaks. But pressing 1, that's vanilla Minecraft. Not required. Inventory tweaks is not involved. I might be right about the radius 0 being the center block. I don't know. At any rate, increasing it by 4 makes it do the whole room. So that's nice.
Right, okay. So,
I am sitting in TeamSpeak with a number of people. Not all of them are actually talking. You could hear Slowpoke, because you can always hear Slowpoke. He was... I believe he was speaking with Boney earlier. Yeah, so Boney's in here, Crazy Pants is here, Mr. Hazard is here, and T-Love is here. Apparently T-Love and I are both streaming. Will I make more layers for the Orberry bushes? I could. I think I'll not, because that would require a vertical setup, which would require putting Orberry bushes down on top of Orberry bushes, and I'm not sure you can do that. At least not without placing them. Chat says, or somebody in chat says, I can hear Slowpoke from here without TeamSpeak. I'm only 60 miles away from him after all.
On the ground.
You can actually hear the Slowpoke in the background. What I did was I made TeamSpeak quieter. I set up a thing that I can swap in that state. But I'm going to go ahead and... Well, they're still yammering over there, so I'm not going to bother joining in. Because I'd like to do some demonstration of the other stuff. I'm not sure if I'd already covered this. I covered this because mobs kept dropping off the mountain and landing in it and ruining the farm, which was annoying, so I put glass over it. I've been mining quite a few times. I actually went through several stacks of redstone, and I'll show you why. I captured some villagers and I put them on top of a hopper, and I've been steadily collecting emeralds, and I now have 38 emeralds. Ooh. Don't need that many emeralds really, so that's good. One of the guys I captured is this villager, and this villager trades Orberry bushes. And what I really wanted them to trade is the fourth trade here. It took a while to get to it. So I wanted these iron Orberry bushes, and actually 7 of the iron Orberry bushes I have came from this guy. Which means I made 56 redstone only landmines. That's 8 redstone per landmine. Per trade, that's a whole stack. So I traded 7 stacks of redstone for 7 Orberry bushes. In the end, it's a fairly reasonable trade, because I can create more redstone almost for free. I've actually mooched off T-Love a little bit. I'll show you that in a minute. So what I've done, and then in the end that will produce infinite iron, effectively. So it's a slow income of iron, but it is constant and infinite. I am too talking to you. I'm not necessarily talking with you because it's difficult to do a dialogue, but yeah. Is following back into Mystcraft yet? If not, when will it be back? It will be back when I do bookbinding stuff, which I'm very close to doing now. Sounds like a bargain. Actually, it's kind of a bargain. It was just I didn't have that much redstone at the time, so I had to go mining for it. And making those landmines is kind of involved. What does make villagers to drop... so what causes entities to drop things they would normally drop? Villagers drop emeralds, just on occasion they drop emeralds. Chickens drop feathers. They always lay eggs, vanilla does that. But with a particular mod, they also drop feathers. And I believe that's Botania that does that. How do you make free redstone? Glad you asked. I'm about to demonstrate it anyway, but I'm glad you reminded me. So I mooched off of T-Love, because he's got mana and a portal of the Elfheim, which is kind of a funny way to say elves. So, mooching off of him, I produced a conjuration catalyst. And what that allows me to do is conjuration things. For instance, actually, let's see here. I need 10 more glowstone, so I'll grab 5 here. It allows me to double things, generally. So I can throw Control Q, drop all this glowstone in, and now I have 10 glowstone. Magic! Literally! So... I know I have 5 more glowstone than I had, but I wanted 10 more. Obviously cannot math. So let's do that again. And then on the redstone, hopefully I can math again. Alright. On the redstone, I want 11 more. Well, that's not fun, because that's odd, and it's hard to produce odd numbers with multiples of 2. So I'll do 10, which means I'll grab 10. Throw that in there. I now have 20! Bam. Lots of redstone. I'm gonna go throw these Orberry into this chest over here. Here we are. There we go. Okay, so I grabbed at the beginning of this a broken spawner, which spawns blazes. This should be fun. Magic hacks. Not even hacks, just magic. Now
I am gonna go with
dupe coal and then make the coal into.
I've seen any coals yet.
I think that's probably supposed to be diamonds, and autocorrect got you. Yeah, math.exe has stopped responding. Actually, math.exe returned an error code. Or really just had a programming error and returned an error value. Right, so I'm going to dump this XP, because I don't feel like carrying around XP.
bone meal, I think. And we're gonna go
Dupe coal and make diamonds. You can do this! You can use botania in order to make coal into more coal. Demonstrate briefly.
Yeah, we should get one of these.
There is a sheet up.
Whoosh. See? Becomes 2 coal. Ta-da! And then you can use coal to make diamonds using a couple different mods. I think my preferred method might be... I haven't determined exactly which one requires the most coal. But... Mystcraft, if you put in 8 blocks of coal, so that's 8 times 9 is 72 coal.
Okay, so that
Into the pressure chamber thing. I'm not done with Mystcraft, I have no idea. That produces diamonds. So you can make infinite diamonds this way, which is neat. How much mana does it cost to duplicate items? Let's just do this way. So,
cool.
Redstone recipe, like that, somewhere here. You can convert glowstone and redstone back and forth. This is just using the alchemy catalyst, which is much easier to make. And then
put those down. Yellow.
And then
Are you moving to yellow?
the redstone costs this much mana to make. Apparently there was a brief blip in the connection for the stream, at least for some people, but the stream never died for some people. So I'm going to assume that there's a Twitch dirt somewhere that happens. Alright, so it's this much mana. Alright, so I've done a bunch of things off camera primarily because they're not really exciting to do on camera. I wanted to get to a point where I had some resources to play with and I wasn't constantly scrounging for stuff. Particularly, I did a bunch of things with my Blood Magic altar. I've expanded it out to a tier 4 altar, in fact. I was planning on just making it out to a little bit, like tier 3 maybe, and then doing the rest on stream, but I needed tier 4 to get to the point that I was trying to get to in order to stream. I've actually built and taken apart most of a binding ritual, which I use to make
Ender engine. I think for right now
that, a bound blade, primarily so I can get blood shards. Because I needed blood shards. Because I needed to be able to make these things. And the reason I wanted a tier 4 altar is I wanted to be able to... let's see here, I put it in tools. I wanted this to be able to place dusk runes, and in order to do that, you have to make 2 of the dusk thingies, which requires a tier 4 altar. Okay, so I have to do that.
Never used one before, so let's experiment.
Okay. So, I actually went so far as to set up and activate the ritual that I was going for. Oh, Fireball's joined us. I'm going to see if I can rejoin TeamSpeak now.
Microphone activated.
Hello.
Neighbors.
How are you,
threw,
Fire?
Oh, good. Neighbors threw some wild party, and I was up really late because I couldn't sleep.
Oh, happy days then.
Oh, yeah.
So, I'm streaming, and currently still running through introduction for this is the stuff I did while not streaming.
Ah. I'll pull up your stream.
Alright, so I activated this thing. This is a well of suffering. I have a well of suffering on my tier 4 blood altar.
Wow, already?
Yeah. So... yeah. So I'm going to set this up with a mob spawner. And that should be fun. Quick note on inventory, because I realized I didn't comment on it. I've already gotten my setup for inventory set up. I have my 4 bags of holding in an ender pouch.
Ender pouches are the best.
Ender pouches are really good, because when you die, you don't have to worry about them.
I was more
I'd be
referring
sad
because
to
I
lose-
can't send all the stuff home while I'm mining.
Yeah, I'd be sad to lose my pick, but I could make another one. It's not that big a deal.
Okay, I figured out that my design for my reactor was highly impractical compared to a normal generator without a normal reactor without a turbine. So I'm gonna stick to something that doesn't use a turbine. I went from 1 kilo RF per tick or whatever it is to a few hundred RF per tick from the turbine. When I turned it into
Well,
a
the
steam boiler.
turbines are quite complex. You can probably get more out of it if you design it correctly.
Yeah, my turbines, I'm getting 24,000 RF a tick.
Chat's laughing about my attire this evening. Black turtleneck. Apparently I look like Steve Jobs. I'm not-
Is that what they're saying?
Apparently.
Wow.
I loaned Soren my flying ring and my ring of magnetism. He was supposed to leave it in my AE system. Anyone want to take bets on if he did or not?
No. I would say no. But, you know, I've been known to be wrong. Oh. Boulder Dash. I've run out of iron. Right, do we do the good thing and mine for iron, or do we do the naughty thing and visit Fireball? I'm gonna do the naughty thing. Everybody else just seems to visit Fireball. So,
Yeah.
I don't steal iron from Fireball.
Have you seen how much iron he's got?
Probably a lot.
Probably a lot.
Last time I looked, although to say that I looked at him yesterday and it was 17,000 iron. And then I looked at it yesterday evening and it was 13,000 iron. It was kind of like, what the hell? I don't like using other people's stuff, but in this case, I just want to get on. You got 14,000 now, haven't you?
Alright. I think that's most update for what I've done off camera. I also set up a mana distributor.
Yes, I gotta go get another Nether Star because my angel ring is missing.
Oops.
That's not good.
Well, it's because somebody didn't put it back.
Oh, tragic. Right, so we were making that combustion engine movie, so...
It really started raining a lot since Fireballs did his dimension.
Yeah, it's
So
because
I've,
Forge needs to be updated.
I know, but still.
Microphone.
There you go,
muted.
combustion generator. I've never used
There you
one
go.
of these before. Has any of you?
Next time I'll know better to tie the hotkey. In fact, I could do that in a minute.
I have.
I'm doing crazy, as yet. This requires fluid as well, doesn't it? It requires water.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Does it support
I set up these quickly in order
Yeah,
to
if
be
it's
able to
registered
build
to the Buildcraft registry.
this with a powered spawner.
Um,
There we go. I've now actually crafted it. If you missed
So
the
it
recipe,
doesn't really
it's,
make much difference.
it's actually kind of involved. There's electrical
I'm presuming
steel
you
and
just use, like,
vibrant crystal and Z-logic control, and you need a whole bunch of things in terms of infrastructure.
liquid
So
transport thing connects to utilities or world upgrade.
that together,
Yeah.
and I wanted to do that off stream because
Alright, cool.
I didn't expect that to be particularly
Let's do
exciting.
that. World upgrade. We want one of them.
So let's also. I have no idea how much XP I'm going to need to do this. 30 apparently. That's okay. I can do that.
I'm gonna need a bit of lapis.
Dun 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 dun. I accidentally have 31. That's okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Does it matter which way you put it in? Apparently so.
Yeah, world upgrade. Okay.
Alright.
What are these things?
Bam. A powered blaze spawner.
We're gonna need to make some sand.
So I don't know how these things work. I'm going to try and set it up down here so that it's just here and powered. So I'm going to put a power thing next to it. I'm going to try and set up a room down here. So that's what I'm going to do on stream right now. Let's get these things out of the way until I've actually established a standard positioning for these things so I can find them quickly.
Oh, cool. So that's doing it 3 at a time. That's really good.
Alright, so let's see here.
What happened there? What did
How much space do I want for this room?
Oh, muted. Are you being nice again? I see.
The actual edges of the altar will come out here. Because there will be, the tier 5 has things here. But I'm not sure where I want the edge of the room to be.
We need to make smooth sound.
I don't have a mod list. All the mods on Forgecraft.
There we go. Can somebody please pair the Mystcraft 918
Alright,
for me?
so
We don't even.
alright, let's see. Dun, dun, dun.
No.
I'm digging dirt with stone tools. It takes so long.
That just doesn't happen here.
Sure,
Sorry.
yes. Good. Okay.
Okay.
I think I'll just run it out to the inside
Right, we can maybe
here.
make some transport back now.
So there. How tall?
Yeah.
I want.
Petrol banks might be bugged with ducts from thermal expansion. At least it seems to be killing almost all.
4 tall?
What's
It's
that?
sort of. It's not 4 tall from the bottom of this. So let's actually dig it down one here.
And I put the capacitor on top, and it didn't output any power.
Do we like
because
this
it
area?
was input at the
Alright.
time. So I changed to
How
output,
tall is
and
XCOM?
it just blew all its
On my
gas
screen, about 4
and,
centimeters. Good response!
I mean, I've pumped like 5 million RF into those
Alright, so
pieces of flux duct by far, and
here,
all machines of those,
yes,
so I'm not
here.
running. So I'm pretty sure it's not saturating anything.
There's glass you can see in. That's the plan. I actually have some thin glass over
Sounds like
at
debate.
the furnace construction I have over there.
Are the flux ducts
Here,
supposed to be
yep.
working?
Good.
Yes, as far as I know. I mean, I'm guessing you're probably calling
Alright, let's see here.
and it might,
Hmm,
you know, like if
music.
it actually has 2 different functions, and sometimes returns true under some circumstances.
Okay.
Thinking about starting on a new server. All the settings
If you
have to be
don't-
thinking. Actually, because the instance is new, rather than the server being different. Oops. I meant to switch channels before that happened. Oh well. just a block of stone.
Do the left
Not a
or
big
the
deal.
reinforced black ducts are broken.
Alright. Hey XCOM, what time is it over in Finland? It looks dark. It's 5. It was dark about 5:30. Or, sorry, at 3:30.
Oh.
I don't mind if people take something.
Yeah.
Now I can't even make a flying ring.
No, I mean it's really not enough.
I said some wooded room coming up.
No.
No.
Maybe you could check.
Broken is
Thorn would
moderating
be
chat over there.
actually no reason for it.
It's always helpful to have somebody doing
I
it.
haven't got
You were saying it now.
Alright, so
I've got one. You want to use that?
Alright.
should I just make this level flooring? Or should I dig one more down in order to have
Hey,
floor?
Afternoon.
Definitely don't have shovels for it.
Hello.
Is there a way to
Ah, the
control
joys of winter in the north.
control rods with redstone so I can...
Yes.
Yeah. Further north, you get lots less sunlight than you do
There's like several different
anywhere in the States, because, well, Finland's lots further north than anywhere in the States. Finland's, well, that's not true. Anywhere in mainland US. I think we're even with Anchorage, Alaska, to be honest.
Whoa.
Uh,
15,000
da, 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 da.
sugar coat blocks. Yeah.
Nice.
Da, 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 da. Huh. I got a Steam message.
Now
How many of you just check Steam?
Damn
Let's see if I can prevent that from doing that again. Sorry. Alright.
You still going with your self-repairing
Dun,
pig?
dun,
you.
dun,
Me?
dun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've not
Damn.
been using it lately.
Oh, it's the wrong side.
I decided to make my life really miserable today.
Yeah.
Like,
There we
and
go.
It's succeeding.
That actually looks kind of fun. I may
Why?
use that.
So, when I
And I did it again.
I thought to
Um,
myself, what I'm going to do is make an
I am amazing.
power jet.
Oh.
Go me.
Okay, which is like easy.
Okay, there.
To be fair. And then I decided I don't want to use AE for my initial.
Alright.
And I don't want to use
Da, da, da,
lava
da.
for my power jet.
No, I prefer not to. I avoid lava entirely.
So, what I'm doing is using, because I'm in that test and I have all that oil,
Oh, cool.
I'm going to use the oil to make fuel, and then I'll use
Da,
the
da,
fuel
da.
to power the IO combustion generator.
Do
And
you
I'm
have
gonna
any,
Why does your title say Mob Farm?
what's it?
Does it say Mod Farm? Did I accidentally write mod instead of mob?
I mean, that'll only give a
I might have.
Well, it'll do to start off. So, I'm going to use a
Uh,
of that, and then
Clearly,
back to my
I didn't pay
base.
enough
Well, we
attention
refined it on the spot.
when writing
Right
this.
where the oil is.
It does say
And then
Mod
the fuel
Farm.
Back to my base, and then I'm going to use the dimensional things from Ender.io to ship that over to Digger, the quarry.
They're easy things to get confused.
And then it's all going to go into a Ender.io.
Greetings, mortal!
But that's a lot of
Alright,
work.
so... I'm not intentionally putting those blocks out a little bit. It just kind of is happening.
It's a headache.
I'm wondering which generator to use myself for all this, this sugar coal.
At least my pick is nice and fast.
So, and
I'm gonna have to go
combustion generators are a pain in the
grab
ass
more
to make.
cobble.
Might gather a load of redstone and start
Whoop.
making some, like,
I move too fast!
try and build, like, a load of 8 times survivalist generators.
Whoa.
Speaking of, T-Love has given most of the people on Forgecraft now Globetrotter sashes. So, we're speedy.
No, there are a lot less OP
I also have a ring of magnetism.
times now.
Same
It
thing.
used to be
Gave me
20
one.
times.
It means that stuff just kind of flies around and I
and
don't
to
have
be
to worry
fair, you
about
do need,
going and
like,
collecting it. They're convenient things to have.
But you can make the 64X version, can't you?
I came up here for cobble.
They're not that
Punch.
It requires a hyper energy node in the middle, which requires more
yeah.
locking.
Yeah, but the 8 ones.
Why do mod authors not play with their own mods?
But you still need
That
autonomous.
seems like a pretty... Oops.
Because you have to do a lot more space and a lot more of them to do the same.
Huh. That seems like a pretty
Go to Bibles, I'm sure it's not started.
easy thing. We get stuck working on the mod all the time. That's the last thing we want to look at when we're playing.
Guys, what's the crystal lock for
I'm going to have to actually take
casing
that
of the
call,
reactor?
despite having
Get
silenced it for now.
I use diamond.
I will be back, but momentarily.
I already need my ring of magnetism.
Apologies for the break. See you soon.
I swore we had more electrical steel. I know we have got electrical steel. There you go. Right, okay, so let's make another combustion engine. Hold on, do I want a combustion engine to run the pump? That seems like overkill. Give it one combustion engine could run both the refinery and the pump. It couldn't, could it? There's no way.
Probably not.
No. I don't even know if one combustion can run a refinery.
The pump doesn't need much though.
I know it doesn't. We could try it and see what happens, I suppose. I also need to make a chicken chunks chunk loader, don't I? So. I know I've got obsidian around. There you go, obsidian. We need 2 more diamonds. Oh, I'm running out of diamonds. And I know I've got 1,000,000 books as well.
I might make a solid fuel boiler and use steam engines. But then I don't know whether that would even be better than just having a load of furnace generators because of the fuel.
I'm setting up a reactor in my house. Just a small one. It's probably gonna generate around 1,000 RF per tick. Should be enough for my things since I don't have much.
When I'm generating steam, should I still be able to keep my casing heat and core heat low?
Yeah, if you want to come see mine, I'll show you my steam generator.
Yeah, I think I will.
If you
How many
show me yours,
reactors
I'll
do
show
you
you
have?
mine.
I
Sorry?
have 2.
Yeah, I saw you had some new rooms under the existing reactor with some reactor stuff.
I have
Some empty turbine rooms.
I have at the moment 1 actively cooled reactor and 1 passively cooled reactor, and 4 turbines with 8 more turbines to go.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about
I
that.
just confirmed. Chunk load of chunk.
Whoosh.
multiple
It was a
chunks.
fairly fast phone
Spot
call.
load of
Sorry for the delay.
chunks, is that right?
That's right.
Alright, so catch up on chat real quick. Somebody does point out that I do not play with Mystcraft at the very moment because, for the same reason, very few people are playing with Mystcraft on the server. The configs that we're using for ore generation and distribution are the same as Dyer put on the Direwolf 20 pack for 1.7.10. And that particular configuration for ore generation,
Also, it by default,
Mystcraft considers to be cheating.
by default works.
So it makes all the edges unstable. So if you write an overworld clone,
I thought it was
it's not
constant.
stable. Oops.
Yeah, it is, but it's
Um,
default, it works everywhere now, I think.
I don't
What
know
else?
the big option is and
But no, louder.
Somebody commented that my phone ringtone is the Doctor Who theme. Hopefully that doesn't get me in trouble with anybody. I wasn't really planning on it
Instead
ringing.
of the nether. So
Uh,
the nether is not all stone,
in fact, I shall make my phone not ring.
if I remember that correctly.
Here we go. Now it shall simply vibrate.
who's in the
Uh,
I'm in the overworld.
I'm in Digger.
Giving sleep for people that
Sure.
don't know.
Alright. Apparently my jumper makes me look like some 90s artist. Okay.
That looks good. Oh,
Alright,
you know
so
what I
let's
forget?
see if I can go back to...
You know the pump when you're pumping from a fountain of oil? Does it
Let's
go
just
at the
leave
very
that
top
floor
of the
like that
fountain
for
or does it
now,
go at the base?
because I kind of like that.
Have it at the top.
Right.
And then I'm going to grab my
I need
glass,
an angel block.
stick my dirt here. In fact, let's stick my dirt up here. Bam.
2 feathers.
Whoa. Is that actually exactly? Yeah, that's exactly 12 stacks now.
Don't call kill
Weird it
them.
would hit perfect alignment like that. Given that I didn't have a perfect alignment in my inventory.
Look.
So we're enjoying the game!
Gas.
Ah!
You can get your stuff back now.
I already made all of it.
I
Oh,
know
did
who
you?
you are, Daedruk, but go for it.
That's kind of sad.
Alright.
No feathers? Yeah.
Okay, glass. That's what I wanted.
Can't see any feathers at all.
Glass.
Feathers.
I'm
No.
not sure
Okay,
this
well,
is
I'll get some chicken, so I really need to take a walk.
going to be enough.
Um,
How much of this do I want to coat in glass? At least this part of it. And given that for the moment the spawner is going to require, well, direct...
I'm making a few adjustments to my
I'm going to have to actually access it directly in order to put power in, or charcoal into the power block beside it.
Power depends on.
I'm
the
going
heat.
to need to have a way in.
Space station's looking very cool, Bible.
Oh,
What I'd like to make it so the blazes don't escape, so it'll
Yeah,
probably be a
sure
one
you do.
block size
Yeah,
way
yeah.
in and out. Because I can be one block by one block.
right, so this is the one that you want to look at right here where I'm at.
sorry, what's he like?
Alright, yeah, I definitely need more. Whoop.
Yeah.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright. I have to smelt it. Huh.
Whereabouts is the reactor?
Down 2 floors.
Okay.
The elevator.
That's quite
Wow,
some
he
turbine.
left.
Huh?
Ore Dictionary would not help at
Maybe a
all
turbine,
in
that's
terms of handling the distribution, because the distribution is not built into the Ore Dictionary.
Yeah, this-
It's not
this
conscious
reactor appears
of
just might
ore,
not have
actually.
reactor.
The Ore Dictionary is misnamed. It was
That's
originally
also-
for
this one's
ores. It was originally for
right now. So,
dictionarying and
if you're
lookup
worried
in
more about really
terms
using
of
reactors,
making
this
copper
one
from all the different mods work the same way,
30%
as
or
example.
It- if,
Nowadays, it's used for all sorts of things. It's really just kind of
this one.
a named lookup matching system.
No,
We call it the Ore
well,
Dictionary because it was
You
originally
can
the Ore
see there's
Dictionary. We
the
haven't
red
bothered renaming
controller.
it. You can
That red
chisel regular
controller
glass into
will make sure that
thickened
it turns
glass.
off when the
Can
is,
you?
when it's full of energy.
Oh wow, I was extremely.
Where is
lucky
my
with
chisel?
first furnace, because I backstuffed it with a lot of ore.
Alright,
And
I wonder if Mystcraft could dynamically figure out what is normal by paying attention to world gin in the overworld. That's kind of the plan.
And I managed to fill the entire chest without spoiling anything while it was gone. I put a lot of.
It's quite clear glass. Glass, glass,
into it,
glass,
and then I
glass,
put 4
glass,
stacks
glass,
of
glass.
gold.
Glass, glass,
And
glass,
what's the layout of
glass,
the rods?
glass, 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 glass,
Uh,
heat glass.
Damien, do you
I
need to
do.
provide?
There's 5 rods.
Damien, do you need to provide?
You can't make thickened glass. You can make quite clear glass,
Yeah, I also have 3.5, over 3 stacks. I don't need.
which is nice, because that's actually kind of hard to make otherwise.
I'll tell you if I need some. But right now, I have vertical
Soul
reactor,
glass.
so I'll see.
Actually, I think we might be,
The more cryothium, the better corn.
I'm not sure if there's uses for
I-
soul
I-
glass,
I-
But not by a lot.
specifically.
I found
Quartz.
the best
Yeah, it's just normal glass usage.
It was cryothium.
It's useful as glass.
Ender around the edge.
Not sure it's useful as anything other than
I
That's
don't
when you
know.
want to do that. I'll buy
standard
it.
glass recipes.
Gotta
Doesn't
restart
seem
Minecraft
like it.
again.
Crazy, I have a question for you.
Oops.
Yeah.
Your combustion generator.
Yeah.
Does it output
You
on
can't
one
seem to make
side or all
thickened
sides?
glass that way, unfortunately.
And can it output on more than one side at the same time?
Yes.
There's your bed.
How did you stack the essence berry bushes on top of each other? Like that. So what I did
wonder if
was I
there's,
had
like,
cobblestone blocks,
anticipation or if it's,
which I put down the cobble, and then I put the bushes on top. And then I removed the row of cobble, and I put the bushes on top of the cobble below that. And then I removed the row of cobble, and I put the bushes on top of the stone there.
with
Because it doesn't go away when you remove the block underneath it. You just have to have a block underneath it to place it.
covering the rest of the empty space, and it generates around 1,000 R per tick, and the
Quite clear is close enough. Borderless is nice too.
300.
I want thickened.
I think, and it uses
Because
around,
I already started that way.
0.200 micro.
I wonder what happens if you try and chisel thickened glass. Nothing.
per day.
And here I am generating 40 RF per
Nothing at all.
generator.
Alright, let's see here.
I bet you're generating more than me.
Foom.
Well, it's an 8 times generator. That's why.
I have 3 hobbyist engines, and that's all I have.
Well, it should be about the same or more.
I'm gonna try and
I'm currently producing around
get
72,000
enough
RF.
glass
Oh!
placed. Hopefully.
There's
Are
always
you-
one, isn't there?
If I do this and place the top row, good. Okay.
That's why.
So
Actually, the real number is 72,100.
I now also place
Yeah.
cobble up here. Then nothing will get out, and
How much are you using?
at least the
I'm
blazes
using
won't.
I'm using around 70,000 right now.
And I'll still be able to get in.
Actually, I might be using all of it. Let me check the last one here.
Alright, so...
No, only one of my turbines has a, you can make more capacitors.
Alright. Now, I'll be able
I got that
In.
right. Is that everything? I think that might be anything.
to morph to bat.
Will there be a new FTV
I'm gonna go put in some torches.
As soon as Palmar graces us with the
Whoop. If I can actually nail this opening.
That's all we've been waiting on for like...
So let's pull up the, here.
It's funny, but it's also true. Like, literally 2 years.
Well, you could also add Cycross.
No,
I think that's
we'll never see it then.
right.
Yeah.
It looks right.
Come down one floor, crazy.
Good, okay.
Who needs
That
Cycraft
works.
when you
Huh.
have Bonecraft? We already
Interesting.
got placers and stuff in
3, light,
And
3,
you've got tanks in the
light,
block.
3.
And a million other places.
Well, the open
Wound
block
up
tanks
a
are
nice
not
grid,
that good
actually.
Because
Uh,
well, they're quite
thickened
flexible, they're not
is
smart.
not so
But
much
you got
expensive
Endertech,
as
what are they called? actually?
involved,
The tanks from Endertech.
but it's actually still
You have no
1-to-1 with sand.
You don't need cooling around this one.
Uh,
This is actively cooled reactor. If you look inside my thing, you'll see that the heat is quite low.
How do you actively cool a reactor?
I'm filling it with water.
Do I have particles off? I have particles at minimum, yes. And the reason for that is I've been morphed as a blaze frequently, and the particles are, well, they obscure one's vision.
Steam, yeah.
So, what I've found is
Da-da-da-da.
one-dimensional transceiver for each turbine. Otherwise, I don't know. Is there a limit on what the dimensional
Grass
transceiver
grow!
20,000, I think.
Make my creature
no,
grow!
for steam or for liquids.
No.
No.
Oh!
So,
And then take that out. And then put the
Welcome,
rest
Christian.
in there.
Alright, so let's see here. That's placed. I
when you
need
switch
power
to
for
this,
it.
this is for turbines,
Now,
obviously,
probably the
so
best method for power for
you
it
have to control
is
control rods,
one of
so
these.
This computer up here is controlling.
So I'm gonna morph
the
back
insertion
into
of the
blaze
control
form. Actually gonna hide
Sorry.
to those waypoint because I don't need to fly out there right now.
It keeps the
It's dark
temperature
over
around
here.
500,
Do something about
600
that.
degrees.
So I want to build one of these, the Stirling generator. If I recall, it was fairly easy to make. Sterling.
This is twice as big as it looks.
Sterling. Alright, so it's just any kind of brick, or any kind of stone brick. A furnace, a piston, two basic gears. The basic gears are really simple. And in fact, can make
Well,
them.
I'll go have a play with my tiny reactor and see if I.
So I should be able to do that all readily here. There's my furnace. And I have that. I'm actually going to need a bit more cobble. Let's flap here and punch my cobble gen again. I actually have a cobble gen under this. I think I've indicated it before. I might have built it on stream. I have no idea what I've done on stream. If I need to demonstrate the cobble gen, just let me know.
I'm done with my reactor. I'll make this hidden in my medieval castle thingy. Or, it's not a castle. Yeah.
Now, how much can your fluid pipes, your ender...
Alright, so where'd my sticks go?
Should be in the tooltip, I'm not sure.
No, it's not in the tooltip.
Go. Other way
Pretty sure
around.
they are.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Maybe I have to look at, I was looking at the Wayla tooltip.
800 millibuckets a tick per connection.
Alright, so this isn't going to work for you, for your
Go.
turbine,
There's
unless you
those.
don't need 2,000 millibuckets.
And now I think I might actually have some,
You could set multiple IO ports, couldn't you?
I'm not sure. I have some, but
That's what I
not
use
nearly
for
enough. I'll
commercial
need 2
trains.
more.
Ah, yeah.
Which, fortunately, this is just kind of my
Ah, it's done it again.
active things I've not sorted out.
Throwing my stuff
Bag.
instead of moving me.
I should put my chisel away.
The only way to fix it is to restart the fire.
Go.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah,
So.
figure out what triggers it.
What again?
Don't.
Ah, my keys just go completely nuts.
Alright,
No longer
that'll be
go
enough.
forwards, instead I
It'll
throw
leave me with
forwards.
2. And the last one's a piston, which you can already see I've got a bunch of. It's one of the things. Build a bunch of pistons. Not have to worry about building them so often. Alright. Sterling generator. Cool. Alright.
Do you need a red
Sometimes the random
always active.
sounds I make winds up being music. Alright, give me a bat again.
I haven't done that right.
Actually, while I'm morphing, I should grab some charcoal to use. Whoosh. Alright. Okay, made it in. Ow! I'm supposed to be more if there's a blaze in there. That was dumb. Alright, now I have to fly back over
I believe
there.
it's in through the left, out through the right, and in or left and right is from...
Which way's there? That way.
The little things that go up and down. It's been a while
Whee!
since I've used Forgecraft,
In from the left, out from the right.
I believe.
Oh yeah, now I'm nice and slow again. This will take a bit. So let's see here, what's...
So that should power that. That should pump out of there. Water goes into there.
My hair's all weird today. Stay up or out of my face. Keeps falling down.
I think that's right.
Alright. Spawn not set. Yep.
This should kickstart.
Don't
it.
bother to set a spawn point.
Let's see
There's
if I got
reasons
this
for
right.
this.
If I have it, it'll be a miracle. I never-
Good morning, Soren XComp Prime.
What level is your
Alright.
Fireball?
And Geronimo! Jehovano! Pocahontas. I don't
Right, so
see a blaze in there at the moment. Kind of worried I'm going to walk in there and suddenly be killed by a blaze. To blaze morph! What the? Okay,
now, is it
that's
pulling
interesting.
up there or not? I don't know.
I'll wait extend the stream.
There we go. Clean my
I'm
stuff.
so slow
Switch this.
as well.
Click, click, click. I still spawn glasses. I really need to fix
I
that.
want to talk to him, but he's muted.
I should change
That. I got these off a zombie, and I found that in a dungeon.
I know that refinery isn't powered, but I don't really need to.
Alright.
At this point, until
Swap
it's actually
things
got,
around.
to accept fuel from it.
Carrying glass. I don't need to be carrying glass. I'm not really sure why I'm carrying glass,
Only
aside
two
from the fact that I
processes.
just
Yeah.
had it.
That doesn't look like it's pulling.
Alright.
Does it need to be in the
Cool.
fountain? Or
Um,
is one above it okay?
One above it's okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So is one above it, and it's not.
Does it not generate power fast enough? It requires 800 RF a tick.
It has gone down. Oh, maybe it's just taking time to go down still. Not actually reach the. No. It's
Let's get
there,
rid of
but
that death.
I don't know
marker.
if that's pulling or not.
So if that's 800 RF a tick, one, that's nowhere near enough to actually.
No.
Sorry, I forgot to set this to do not disturb. There we go.
Now,
Aside,
Yeah,
it won't power that, but if it does get to the point where it has that power and can use it to spawn, then that'll be fine. There we go. I can turn it on and off for the rest of this way.
I mean, we can wait a bit to see until this is hot.
Alright,
The put
so let's power that up.
Maybe you can see.
Yep. I'm just going to take a look there.
It says it's doing
You produce
20 RF a tick, but it seems to be increasing here by 10
It
RF a tick.
doesn't look like the pump is pulling. Maybe the pump is pulling, but it's not outputting into this refinery.
the pump's little mining well thingy has
Yes, it's
come
down.
out.
Or maybe it
Yeah,
only
it's-
updates in
Really?
increments of 5
Yeah,
ticks.
There's only one. There's one right below it. You see that?
Mm-mm. I don't see any.
If you look on my stream, you'll see it.
Okay.
Alright, so
Sync issue.
Oh, yeah, I do see it on slow stream.
Yeah, I mean maybe slow.
no, I don't drop glasses, I spawn with them.
Let's just try it.
I need to make that stop happening.
Wow, why is that?
Alright, so I'm gonna let that charge up a bit.
Not like we disconnected.
Let's.
No, just took it a second.
Oh, the lag. Yeah. There's some exceptions thrown as soon as you go back to the main menu.
Yeah, as soon as I go
Let's
back
just
to
kind of
that
put a
menu.
hole there
Yeah,
for
I do that
now,
every time. The main
and
menu.
hope that the
It's-
blazes don't
It's
actually
something-
manage
I
to
think it's
escape
something
that way.
with the tooltips between
Wouldn't bother me too much.
and Royo or something.
Uh,
But I'm not exactly sure why or what, because why in Godname would you call tooltips when you go back to the
Alright, so
I would
Okay,
break
Bravo.
the pump, and.
I'm gonna go
replace it.
drop off stuff upstairs real quick.
Because it looks like it should work, doesn't it?
Yep,
Go.
should be working.
Okay. Go, and you can see I've died a lot of times.
Right, now it's gone down.
So I have a death counter.
Yep, I see it going down too.
Right, okay, but there's still nothing going into the refinery.
Hello, chat.
Do
Hello,
transfer
hello.
nodes work on
Let's go back down.
Oh, hold on.
Drop the
No.
glass off in this thing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. There it is.
And I have more thickened glass now. It's good.
Make him feel.
Throw that in there because I don't really need it. I'll throw that in there because I don't
And
really
it's
need it.
producing 30 RF a tick, your generator.
And
Let's just
I
get rid
think
of
I
this
have.
now.
Yes, good.
Is that
Throw one motor there.
There you go.
Where did that end up? Did you
The
get it?
glass you can
Yeah,
walk through
but
from
also
EU.
ways.
Yeah, that would be nice. Except it's kind of
Again.
hard to craft without certain things that I
there
don't
you go.
have.
It's,
Bit challenging.
Yeah, I
right
got
below
it.
me. There you
Now, is that self-sufficient?
Alright, so.
go. Well, until you run out of oil.
Shwunk.
No, that's what I mean. And is it going to make a profit?
How are we doing?
I don't
That's the
know.
question.
This one still hasn't produced any or
No,
gotten
so
any
far,
power in
it's
its
not
storage
getting
yet.
rid of the oil block.
But this is doing pretty
Yeah, it's not
good.
extending down anymore. And the mining, or the
So,
thing went away from me.
in order to keep this
Yeah.
actually happy
They
and
pumped that
powered,
one block away,
I'm going to
but
have to
then-
produce 800 RF a tick. I had no idea.
Well, that's
Huh.
what is it?
Yeah, the ethereal glass.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know if it needs to be at the bottom here.
But I can't make that offhand because it requires unstable something.
That long.
Unstable ingots, I
No,
think.
it's supposed to just extend down until mine size.
And that is definitely a source block at the top. Station.
Let me try breaking it.
Alright, so let's see here. I'd also like to set it up so that it automatically gathers up the items that are dropped.
Oh, that was for the. Oh, I wonder if that was the reason why. it
Yeah,
was-
maybe the lever was interfering with it.
Maybe a redstone signal deactivated there. Could be.
I
We shouldn't
just
need that
reiterate
now,
for
though,
chat because I'm not sure they caught it. It is. Well. I think it's.
There it goes. And is it going to go down again?
Hold on, why is that taking oil as fuel? That should be
Ineffable glass? It's one of them.
Oh, you know what it's doing? It's putting the oil instead of into the refinery. It's putting it
directly
into the.
into the. Can we
you
shut
go.
that off?
Ineffable glass.
No, but you can move it.
You can also
move
apparently
the,
sneak walk across
refinery
it.
over one.
And
And you remove the combustion generator and the refinery over.
what? Away from the thing and use an electrical.
Well, the Botania infinite coal isn't quite
No, just move.
quite
just move the
infinite.
two over
It
one.
requires mana, and I don't generate near enough mana in order
Yeah,
to
move it
actually
this way.
super produce coal.
But then I need to.
It's
connect
much
the-
easier to super produce charcoal because
Oh, I see.
things like this.
So I'm going to have to get an electrical node to do that.
So somebody's suggesting that I build a bunch of boring generators somewhere and then use that to produce
Oh no.
power, which is a really good idea. I just haven't bothered to build a power generator.
Do some fuel.
Ouch, it's killing me.
I think for this time, I'll just leave it as it is, and then the next
Alright,
time we'll
so-
do that when we'll put a conduit in between. Because it's definitely making a profit. There is
Well,
a
yeah,
fuel.
'cause it's running
Alright,
off,
so I'm going
running off
to,
oil,
I'm assuming as soon as that's filled with oil,
should
which it
just
has now,
pull it out of
that's just everything's going to go in here.
that. And I wonder if I have
That's
sticks on me
absolutely good,
somewhere.
because it's powering it at full speed. Oh, kind of, sort of.
Doesn't look like it.
It's making it. It's not making it lined up, is it?
Alright, so
No, it's not powering at
Punk.
full speed because you got no
Dun, dun,
storage of energy.
dun,
30 RF, it's apparently isn't.
done, 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 done.
So maybe if I put in a capacitor bank,
And then I'm going to try placing against it. Didn't work.
turn the refinery 90 degrees.
Let's
Why?
just
It's
make a lever
working.
then.
Everybody's saying I should be turning this refinery around.
It is most surely consuming power.
I mean, it is working.
but I'm not seeing any
Fill up the
blazes
right
spawn.
Tank, and it'll fill up the left tank, and then the front tank is where it's making the fuel and pumping it out correctly.
I know what they're saying, because it is empty. It is producing fuel, and the fuel is emptying into the end of the tank.
Anybody got any idea why that's not working?
Um,
Is it actually that the torch is preventing
it's
the
not
spawns,
it's
maybe?
making a lot of fuel there. Replace generator and manual. Put a bucket of fuel in. Yeah, but I
Whoomp.
could do that actually
Whoomp.
and lose all the oil that's in there.
Alright, so...
If I take out a bucket of fuel from there.
I'm not sure it's actually raining.
Pull it out with one of the indoor
But it might actually be raining and I can't see the rain. That would be interesting.
Out of the combustion unit.
on the Ender IO one.
But
they don't
Magic does
lose
power
fuel when
gen?
you break them.
Right, okay, so that there's no way to empty it, is there?
You can recraft it again. If you put the full one, if you break it,
Yeah, the channels in AE2 are cool.
crafting grid, it'll clear all the settings.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so if I do that,
we have Pam's Harvest Craft. Culinary gin is an option.
and then craft it again, and then place it down on its own, and put a bucket of fuel in there. Now it will only accept the fuel. And then place it in place again.
I do not understand why this is not working.
And that's now going to use fuel instead of...
I mean, it's
oil.
clearly producing power. It's clearly got power. Active with signal.
But what I really want to do is put a capacitor bank in here, isn't it?
Yeah, probably.
But then again, I mean... Oh, so that's generating 6... Did you say it was generating 30 hours per tick before?
Yes.
It's now generating 60 hours per tick.
Well, watch
Yeah,
the
fuel.
bar on the left.
Does it require more than 800?
Yep.
Spawned one almost
Twice
instantly
the
when it
rate of
started.
oil.
No, it's not going up, so it's outputting all of it.
Yes.
I don't know if that refinery is working any faster. It looks like it's going.
That's an idea. I'll ask chat. Or not chat, TeamSpeak.
Microphone activated.
Hey guys, I've been trying to build a, use a powered spawner for blazes.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got it powered using a Stirling generator.
Mm-hmm.
And there is power in it, and it claims that it requires 800 RF a tick.
Yeah.
But aside from the first blaze that spawned the moment I put down the generator with some power, it's not produced any blazes since.
It'll take a long time. It'll run. Is the Stirling generator upgraded?
No. How do I upgrade a Stirling generator?
That's only output. An unupgraded one only outputs 20 RF a tick, and it needs 800, so it'll still work, but that will work at 1/40th. Is that right?
Yeah,
The
1/40th
rate
the
of a
speed.
normal spawner.
Well, if I set it to redstone mode so it's active with signal, it then charges. And then I can try giving it signal, and it consumes all the power in it very quickly.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's not enough to do a spawn. If you're using 800 a tick and you're giving it 20 a tick, it's going to be a lot more ticks. I mean, it's not as if it takes one tick to spawn a thing.
It runs at the same rate as a vanilla spawner, and you know they only
Oh,
spawn
I
every.
understand. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I used Cursed Earth in Well of Suffering.
Yeah, well, I don't have the sigil stuff.
Yeah, muted. I am actually. I am to let you know, muted. I am actually reading chat. So people, It's not so much people giving the information the first time, it's when they keep doing it over and over and over again. You also have to remember, when people are saying that when I've done something wrong, is not the same as people telling me what to do. If people have told me something that I've done wrong, that's okay. If they're telling me what to do, that's a different thing.
What if they're telling you what to do wrong?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I have a demo. I need dandelion yellow.
What does
Specifically?
it make?
Hmm?
Specifically.
Yes, specifically.
Where XComp live, are those dandelion yellow?
Nope, they're tulips.
There are tulips. I've actually only ever seen one yellow dandelion here.
Alright, well if you have a watering can, just start watering the grass and only vanilla flowers pop up, I've noticed.
Yep.
Oh, really? I should try it.
I don't know if that's going to work out where you are because you got that weird soil, but
Bone
or
meal
bone
does
meal.
the same, I think.
Yeah, but the problem with bone meal is that the tall grass will give you all the Pam's drops.
Alright, so...
I'm just surprised you can't process down the giant red and yellow flowers to rose red and...
Yeah, I
Dandelion
thought
yellow.
the same. I wondered the same.
I'm just surprised that the recipes aren't using the dyes and they're using actual dandelion yellow.
Alright,
See your dictionary for dye.
Yeah, they're both correct.
These, is it what, 5,000 MB? That's 5 buckets, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, this is not...
Yeah, that was a good tip, I got one. Oh, but it only gives one die. Ah. Sunflowers. Oh, helium plant seed would also work. Would also work.
Alright, I actually have some redstone up here. Not a whole lot though.
Do the dimensions of a big reactor have to be even? Could I make a 7x6?
I'm not sure.
No, it doesn't have to be even.
I can tell you though, from just using math and whatnot, a 7x7x7 is the most efficient design for a passive cooled reactor with 5 rods.
By the power of math, I'm telling you.
I don't have enough Elorium to run something that big though.
Well, you could still run it for a short burst. Store the power.
For this,
Right.
I need 2
Let's
Yeah,
let
yes.
that get on with itself.
and
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
current problem.
these.
Short bursts are not really efficient since it has to heat up first.
These.
I'm gonna run out of yellorium soon.
Sounds like you need a laser drill with, you know, that yellow focus, or what's like it was.
I did. I'm also gonna make one with a green focus for uranium.
Now,
You
why would
lime
you do
rather than
that?
green.
Huh? Lime?
Yeah.
Okay, well I'm glad I said something.
Alright.
Right. If we know roughly off the top of the head, at what's the sort of like, how much energy you want roughly for powering an endothermic pump?
I just put a lava pump right next to it, and it's just fine. And it
Yeah,
powers
that's enough,
itself.
isn't it?
Yep.
What's his quarry called? And the quarry, isn't it?
Yes.
How much do you need for that?
Need Energetic alloy.
Anywhere
Laser
up to
core?
many, many millions.
Red.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
know,
need a lot.
Gold.
But to get a reasonable speed.
700 is full speed without upgrades.
Yeah, I can't get
I
anywhere
think-
near that. at the moment.
Oops.
Did we say combustion engine was 60 RF per tick as well? We did, didn't we? Of fuel. So let's just make a few combustion engines. I think.
Okay. Yes, blazes don't like rain.
Hmm.
But I don't mind the rain. Whee.
Alright, I made one now with 6. 6 lime upgrades in it.
Hey look, what I found in Fireball Space. Emeralds.
Yeah.
Probably quite a few of them.
A few. Now I can finally build my house made out of diamonds. Emeralds.
Emerald and
Have
meat
that many
blocks.
emeralds.
Emeralds and meat blocks. Well, that would be interesting.
When you get hungry, you can just eat your house. Be like a gingerbread house.
Yeah,
Just made out of meat.
I suppose I will visit T-Love again because I'm missing another quartz.
If you're missing nether quartz, you should definitely check out.
You are correct, chat.
6
I needed to make
that's in front of my portal.
Really?
2 more of
Where
these
is it?
It's
for
made
the energetic
completely out of nether quartz.
alloys.
And nether
Is it stable?
Fortunately,
do
actually,
you
we
have
need
something that can withstand poison?
2 more of those anyway.
Apparently not.
I have
We'd
like
make,
cave spider here. Just kill me.
Oh wait, cave spider. Wait, maybe I do have. I should have cave spider.
2 more from there.
Yep, got it.
We've
Alright, over here.
apparently already established this evening that I cannot math. At least not this evening.
Oh.
Just don't dig over here because this is my corner.
Alright.
But,
I just
there's,
wondered why there's earth. out of
Yeah.
it.
but if you look over here, like
Yay.
all these tendrils of just nothing but nether quartz.
So,
And weakness and slowness.
Yeah,
grab.
but it's livable.
I have no idea about the actual effectiveness of these intermediate ones. I'm going straight for the big one.
At least none you have found yet.
Usually doesn't take the K long to
Alright, so
show up.
gonna need a couple ender pearls, which I actually have on me. That's the purpose of this materials pouch, really. To be able to carry something of everything.
Oh
God.
yeah.
Oh my ears.
I forgot to warn you about that. Gas take poison damage, so
Yeah, figure.
Yeah.
they're a bit low.
Go big or go home. Well, I am home. Okay. Hey, what?
You can have used
No.
LSD
Make one out of
Oh, okay.
uh,
It's just a sync issue.
redstone ores.
XComp would have to let me know if that'd even be
I heard my
out
name.
of redstone.
Microphone
Or
activated.
redstone blocks.
Somebody said my name?
Oh hey, yes. Is there any way to make a stable-ish age with redstone?
Redstone's quite valuable in Mystcraft's consideration, so
No.
More valuable than nether quartz.
yes. Because it's based off distributions rather than usage. So you could try making obelisks of it. That might work if it's a sufficiently hilly terrain.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back. Then we'll try to make something.
Alright, so
I wonder what would happen if I would spread aqua-imbued fire here.
sounds like bad things.
Well, you know how we had to reset the nether?
Uh-huh.
Fun times. Now I only have to find how to get out of here again. Oh, there.
So the octatic capacitor gives it a 4 times RF per tick.
Yeah, that'll output 80 RF a tick.
Right. That ain't gonna work.
What the? Oh. Balls.
Alright, so I may actually have to build an actual power generation handling thingy. At 4 Stirling generators, I'd still only be doing 320 RF a tick. I won't meet the 800 RF a tick I need.
You don't have to have that. That's just what you need to have it going at full speed.
Ah, okay. In that case, I might survive with this. Let's move back to a blaze while I'm still in here, if I turn this thing back on.
Alright, okay. I need to get out of that for a minute and just back up. Oh wow, there's 2 of them now.
Your grave spawns skeletons that don't shoot arrows.
Yeah, in the nether graves spawn skeletons.
Overworld also if it's dark enough.
Yes, Sir and I are siblings. You know, with as much power as I've pumped into it, I would have expected a blaze by now too, but oh well. Hopefully we'll get one here in a bit.
Oh, is there really another one? Oh, unbelievable.
Alright, I'm back.
Ah. When it rains, it pours. Wouldn't spawn 1, but then it spawns 2.
Is Slowpoke still here? Or is...
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. I haven't heard you now.
Yeah, no, you guys check. Where are we? Over here. I'm having a bit of a rough time, but I'll be okay now. I've got a weapon. Oh, he said. Right, okay. Is that gonna let me get it now?
I haven't dropped anything. I'm hoping they will actually drop things. That'll power me.
It was a black crap.
What's killing them? The well of suffering is killing them and giving me blood magic. So, should charge things, or they charge up my essence here. Let's grab that. Let's see.
What happened to my green screen? Oh, is it? Hold on, I'll fix it now. It's just because the light in the room is changing. Yeah. Give me a second. I'll fix it now.
Okay. Oops. This chest. Alright.
Hopefully that will sort it out in a minute. But I need to make a load of obsidian.
Is anybody working?
Nope.
Just felt a bit slow.
What's that, sorry? Oh,
No, I mean it just lagged a bit. Not you slow.
Right, okay. I suppose we better make
Okay, let's throw that one there. That.
Isn't there a tank that gives you an infinite water supply? That somebody made?
Yeah, from Andrea.
What's it called?
Reservoir.
How are you Soren's brother? Your chests are so organized.
Because he's not Soren. He's Soren's brother.
I'm just Soren's elder brother.
I just realized something terrible. I've been sitting in my room since this morning, and I haven't put on pants before now. And everybody has gone outside to do stuff, and it's 5 o'clock in the evening.
Well, I haven't left the house today,
Same.
but I'm wearing pants.
Same.
Well, I haven't left my room. I haven't gone out of my room to do anything. I haven't had breakfast, dinner, or any food, drink. I haven't gone to the toilet. I haven't done a single thing.
So you're
besides-
clinically dead.
Yep, apparently.
Is that what they're trying to tell us?
No. It
It's
just
the
means that
message we're getting.
I've been focusing too much on getting my reactor.
I've been focusing a lot on getting that built. I'm planning to, and it's taking surprisingly long. Also, all the swamp stuff is distracting me.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I need some food.
And
I need to
Yes,
start
eating
my
is
day.
important.
Bunny.
Does anyone know if you put a world upgrade in a liquid transfer and then shove that in the lava in the nether, will that just keep pumping lava until?
No, I don't think so.
What I do is just use the inner pump and then put a lava generator next to it with a inner tank on top and done.
Yeah, that's another option for what I could do is do that. I'm just trying to think of, because I don't want to use. I may have to use lava tanks. I just want to make obsidian.
Yeah, that's annoying. I just took a drum and charged it at somebody's thingy in the nether.
I'm trying to
I think
avoid
it was
using
fires.
ender tanks as much as I possibly can. So you can put a reservoir in the nether, can't you? I imagine.
Yeah, you probably could.
And use that to feed an igneous extruder, and then it's just getting lava into the igneous extruder. That's what I was thinking of using, like a world upgrade on the lava down there. But is it just going to take that source block and stop working?
Okay, firewall.
Alright.
Looking for something.
Yes. You. Where are you?
I'm here. What's that? Oh, did you actually make one? Wait, let me just get a book back first.
And a book stand to put it into would be good. I haven't been there yet, so I can't guarantee anything, but I did what XComp said, so we'll see what happens.
Curious.
Alright, so everybody hang on. He's about to generate an age. The last time he did that, he brought down the server.
I'm gonna so blame XComp if I die because of it. Maybe I should put my valuables away first.
Yeah, do you have a book stand?
Hmm?
You have a book stand?
Yeah, I just made one. Put it there.
Okay.
There's a lot. I presume it's just glass around that then.
That should be okay, worst case. I'm gonna morph into, I don't know.
Cave spider would probably be good.
Probably, let's try it.
One should be poison.
Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
I'm generating.
Okay.
As you should have noticed by now. I see blue and grey. And the sun.
I see skies of blue.
Is this why everything stopped working?
Yeah.
Mystcraft. I see skies of green, grey roses too.
Yay!
Yay!
Yep, there it goes.
It wasn't me. It was Bodhi.
No, it was XComp.
You wrote it.
Yeah.
It should be fine though. It should come right back on.
No, it's just a disconnect, not a crash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
World Gen OP.
I'm back in.
I am as well.
I'm back in too.
I'm waiting to die. Maybe I should restart my client first. Oh wait, I'm raining. Oh wow. Did you intentionally? It's actually really stable.
What?
Is it?
I mean, I don't know. At least until now, I didn't get anything, but it has. What is that?
You broke stuff, man. Like I'm in. Let's see if this will work. All right, good man. I've got a different way to do it.
I mean, I'm here. I'm seeing some chickens. I'm seeing redstone. I'm seeing redstone obelisks. And the whole Earth is obsidian.
Oh, that's probably why it's stable. It's obsidian.
You made the terrain out of obsidian.
I didn't mean to. I didn't specify it.
And there's a liquid.
Well, that'll make the age
can't
more
identify
stable
and pick
anyway.
up. Oh, and it's full of black ink. There is black ink over
perfect.
here.
It's a very dark age.
It's literally a very dark age, yes. It's the dark age. But it's actually
Obsidian terrain
I mean,
and
Fireball,
ink.
look in the sky. Those clouds are kind of amazing because they turn blue like the horizon at the end.
Oh,
in the
yeah.
distance. That looks quite cool.
Did you say you made an obsidian age?
Yeah.
That age is incredibly awesome. I want to live here now.
Can I come
Well,
and
there
get
you
some
go.
obsidian?
I should move here. Yeah, of course.
Where's your book?
It's when you go to my base, the upper right one, age 8, I think it was.
If you can you bring a
There's a book to digger. I put a book to digger there.
Oh, okay, you put a book.
Because I had one already, so I took that instead of.
I added the black ink because I needed black ink myself. So.
I wondered why that's black ink. And why I couldn't pick it up of the bucket.
Yeah, I can't click on your book. Ah, there you go. Everything's really laggy at the moment.
Yeah, that's
yeah, it's probably the terrain.
This age is it's really awesome. It also looks really cool. I find. I love it.
I don't see any of the redstone stuff though. I only saw two pillars.
So what's it got in this age?
Obelisks aren't terribly common. That's part of why I recommended them.
Should have done tendrils.
Then the age probably would have eaten your face.
No,
Nom 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 nom. I'm really happy I managed to get Tinker's tools to correctly update after block breaking client side and server side, so at least after some lag you do get the correct blocks that are broken and which are not.
Yeah,
Instead of getting ghost blocks.
I have a feeling that it's about to get... Ooh, it's a nice purple sky.
Plenty of redstone here, yeah?
There should be a lot
There's
of
supposed to be redstone obelisks dotting the landscape. They're not terribly common,
They're
but
also
they'll exist.
aura nodes are also quite common here, it seems. And I found the library. Now I can finally get some books.
I see XComp brace this with his presence.
I find it funny that I think the funniest part is that there's obsidian everywhere, but there's also chickens.
Yep.
Well, it's supposed to be... It's a Forest Hills biome, is why. Because XComp said to do something that's silly.
Hilly or silly?
I did
Hilly.
a Forest Hills. Hills
It
would-
even
something
spawns
with
blazes.
hills
There-
would be
there's a
good
blaze
for the
spawn.
obelisks.
Oh no, that's fire. That's you. I thought there were blazes spawning here. But I really love this. I'm gonna put a magnum torch here or something and...
There are lots of mobs everywhere now.
There are.
Well,
Nighttime.
somebody put a book
Yeah.
somewhere.
Dark.
There's a book over here.
Not a book, I meant bed.
Mm.
Oh god, I
Oh,
hate
so it's
how
not permanent night here then?
No, it just became night. It would look quite cool at night too, but it looks better in the day. Isn't there a blood magic ritual to get... Oh, hey cuts. I'm gonna get a bed.
Alright, let's see here.
Oh, did cuts
See
come out
if
here
I can
too?
find a.
Cuts just was a nigger.
Yep.
Whoa, so much block lag. How much are you guys exploring or something?
I'm
I was
not.
trying
I'm
to
just
find
digging at the
a
moment.
pillar. I found one. I'm good now.
You are generating, okay.
Whoop.
I was trying to find some free redstone.
Yep.
What about the hills in Quiet Forest?
What house?
What the what hills?
The Hollow Hills, or whatever they're called? They have heaps of redstone, don't they?
Not
from-
particularly. I would appreciate it if in the overworld you didn't sleep this coming night. I want to
Okay.
activate a division sigil.
And...
Where'd you go? There you are.
Now I can get a barrel of ink, so I don't
right.
have to keep making ink bottles because nobody ever replaces them.
Oh
at
hey,
bigger.
that's neat.
I made a
Den
squid
sores can
spawner
also
to run out of
replace
ink.
the redstone in my obelisks.
What happened?
Yeah, because
There's a Den sores redstone ore in the obelisk.
I think redstone's dense ore hooks into the ore gen itself.
Well, I'm not sure it does.
If
Curious
you
how
guys-
it does that, considering I have my own instance of it. But
If you guys log out or something, I can make it day. Because
You
Morpheus
do it
doesn't
now?
work here.
Isn't it? No? Okay, I'll.
I don't know whoever is in my age.
I might. Just let me know when to come back in.
Ouch.
just
Give me a second, a zombie just attacks me, so. And there's the... no, there's zombies nearby. Oh god, I hate it.
Dang.
Alright, because my tentacles. Second. It's day.
Okay. Yep. Chat's commenting. Ha. Free redstone for XComp.
Ooh, nice day, Sky. So you're going to build a
I
base
just logged
here,
back in and my game claimed there was a wither nearby.
Yeah,
No,
no,
that's only the login lag stuff.
Yeah. I was like, that concerned me slightly, but probably not a big deal.
Have you built this base for this age for any particular purpose, though?
Bonnie asked
Black
me to make an age.
Redstone.
No, I mean, yeah, sorry. You're going to use it for something in particular?
Black ink and redstone.
Oh, right, okay. I missed that. The black ink bit of it.
The black ink was for me. The redstone was for Bonnie.
No, okay.
But
Yeah,
as I said, I'm
whatever.
loving this age. But the obsidian also is quite handy.
What are you getting the black ink from?
The next one here.
Seas?
Whoa, a 112 air node. Nice.
Right, that's a stack of obsidian. That'll do.
I should have grabbed some obsidian while I was there.
Yeah, I need to do that too. I wish I had an axe on me.
And then we can go and make this ender quarry thing.
It does require a lot of obsidian.
What, the quarry?
A quarry, yes.
Yeah, it does. Alright, so...
I need to put a waypoint onto the portal since there's literally nothing to help you orientate here.
4, 8...
I did that already. That was one of the first things I did.
But it's weird, the skeletons are not catching on fire.
It may be a dark... It may actually be dark. It may have dark lighting.
Interesting.
It's dark terrain, dark oceans, dark lighting.
Yeah, I didn't specify the lighting either.
It's a dark age.
It literally is
Another
a
dark age.
The Dark Ages.
That'd only work if we had more than one. Alright.
Come on, Moon. I want to activate this sigil. No, zombies, it doesn't matter that you have an afro. Go away.
Afro zombie! Alright.
I don't want to dig straight down and see what I find.
If maybe it's a cave word. Oh no, wait, it's not flat.
I wanted to dig straight down until this obsidian seems harder than normal obsidian.
Or maybe you're still flying.
I don't know. Maybe I just haven't broke obsidian in a while. My pick doesn't seem to do a good job at it.
Is there
Just
anything,
obsidian. I've not done anything strange to it.
is there anything that can break obsidian real fast?
Yep.
Put lots of redstone on a pick.
Awakened Icorium.
You can
That too.
also enchant a pick with a particular enchant, which makes it faster, much faster at digging hard things, but worse at digging soft things.
Alright,
Interesting.
the atomic
Dark
tinkering
Star
enchantment.
pickaxe does when it's empowered, that does obsidian particularly fast.
Oh, that is not convenient, rain. Starts raining, can't see the moon. This is going to be interesting guesswork.
Well, the sigil will
Yeah,
glow
light up.
when it's ready.
Still not very helpful.
I'm glad I just got into my cave before it started raining, because I'm ablaze. Alright. Geronimo!
Oh.
There we go.
Huh. It's an actual storm out here.
Nah, it was me, because of the activation.
Oh, okay, cool.
And I can silk touch as much of the cursed earth as I like out from the leisure of the sky with my silk touch excavation focus. That should be enough lying around.
Nice.
Right, I need another.
I wish that one of the upgrades for the excavation focus was like how the arcane bore sucks in the things that it digs,
Mm-hmm.
but there isn't one for that.
One of these days I need to try and observe one of the activations of these things.
Oh, it's literally killing an animal on top of an enchantment table and it just shoots lightning and turns all the grass into cursed earth. And starts spawning lots of very nasty things because of the cursed earth.
Yeah.
The pump does not seem to be pumping.
Which pump?
Forgecraft?
What are you trying to pump now?
Some of this ocean or lakes of ink.
Oh, right, okay.
Alright.
But grafters were meant to give you an increased sapling drop.
No, they give you 100% sapling drop from forestry trees,
Yeah.
Ah,
and not
okay.
for other stuff.
That's a bit there.
Which makes them useless for things like silverwood trees.
Totally.
Oh, come on. Mega block lag again. Let me in.
Well, I didn't find any caves in here, so went all the way down to Y level 17.
Thank you, Imagine Man. Power.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Okay. Hello.
Chat's discussing that Soren and I are siblings and how we look alike, which makes sense given we're siblings. But somebody in chat has pointed out that I'm apparently 8 and Soren is 6.
What? Okay, I'm sure.
In terms of ages, we're so young looking.
Oh, right, okay. Oh.
My chat's commenting on how good Fireball's shot was the other day. Or yesterday. Was an impressive shot.
Burnt quartz. One, two, three, four. Okay, right. Never
Right. Jill obtained. Maybe I can go fight a wither now and finally get my wings.
Good luck.
No, I killed 3 already.
Ah.
The main limitation is finding a cow for milk.
Alright, well I'm contemplating what to do next, because the thing I wanted to do is proving not as manageable as I'd hoped.
Well, the spawner. Or what?
Yeah, the spawner didn't work so well. But does cursed earth spread?
Oh yeah, yeah, it spreads like quite fast, like grass. But only in the dark.
Okay.
And sets fire in the sun. So yeah, if you have even one bit, it's fine. But I've got spare now, so like I've got 35. If you need extra,
I might steal a little bit and try putting cursed earth as the bottom of my.
Well, it won't
spawner
give you
area
extra
here.
blazes or anything. It'll give you.
I know, but it would give me other things.
It will give you blazes if you set one up remotely in the space of a nether fort.
Huh.
Because it uses whatever the environmental mobs are, so you can use it to set up a pretty mean witch spawner as well in a witch hut. Though really, you might want to set up other stuff for it, because you can set it up right.
I'm trying to catch. I believe Agroshim is running with the joke that I think it was Pahamar made for Soren and I actually being the same person split in two. Apparently when the frequencies of our voices were distributed between the two of us, Soren got all the high pitches.
Yeah. And you got all the
You
low.
didn't get all the high pitches.
Um,
But, because I do some strangely high pitches sometimes, but... Is there any way you could walk us through making an age? I've tried several times to make a jungle age and cannot even get one tree to show up. The land is always some of the ground types, such as ice or instantone. Well, you just need to specify the terrain block.
I can show you how to
put
make an age that's
stone in
stable.
front of your standard terrain symbol.
Oh, I was gonna say I can show people how to make cool stable ages.
Oh!
Hey, XCOM, I believe
When fire's ages are stable, it's mostly dumb luck.
Like this last one.
Yeah, it's mostly stable because the terrain is obsidian.
Yep.
Alright.
So I did write. Would you say how is the quality of my age writing for the deep space age I made?
Oh, it was actually very good, but you apparently had help.
But it wasn't your help.
No, it wasn't my help.
Mhm.
You had somebody from my forums help you.
Well, from your IRC channel, but
Yeah.
why did anyone get in massive block lag?
I don't know.
Well, apparently overall we're getting fine, 20 TPS.
No, I literally can't open any blocks at the moment.
I'm doing alright.
I will.
It might just be you.
I will try and restart. See if that will help.
Where did I
Actually,
put
let
that
me just do a
bottom
complete restart and see if it's a memory thing. It might be.
Yeah, because I'm opening a system just fine. Yeah, it was key bounce XCOM.
Yeah, I know.
Oh no, I am absolutely going to cheat right now. I'm going to steal levels. I'm absolutely going to steal levels.
There we go. Now it should stop making that noise.
Ooh.
Tinker should
Oh, there's
allow
another
multiple
pillar of
diamonds.
stone in my kind of berry pit. So it looks like someone came down here again without light.
Where?
Yeah, the hole in the floor that leads down to where the berries are.
Hmm.
It had another pillar of stone, so someone had pillared back up again.
I do reserve the right to shoot, yes. And I'm absolutely going to shoot now. Apparently, Targ stole like 100 levels off the earlier fireball. And
Yeah.
I've just been grassed up.
It's okay. I have a one-hit kill bow that I'm pretty good with.
Yeah, it is kind
As Soren found out the other day.
Oh, did you abuse it on him?
Oh, you didn't see? You weren't around for that?
No. Did you poke him really good, did you?
So, Soren was building his
got him
little
pretty
thing,
good.
and he was like probably like 250 meters away, and he was a bat, and I hit him with it only took 3 arrows for me to hit
Holy.
him.
Wow.
Yeah, I highlighted it. All he was just a tiny little speck on my screen, and I was able to hit him, and I killed him. And now he's declared war against me and whatnot. But still, it was really funny.
Yeah.
Because, I mean,
was quite funny.
that was a really good shot, and yeah, from that far away. Plus, the bow that Dyer gave me is incredibly accurate with vanilla arrows.
Yeah, I actually can't open any blocks at the moment. I just reload completely and it's the same.
Really, I'm having. Who are you at? Cuts' place?
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Can I open a book? Nope.
Alright, I'm at Cuts' place now. It might just be like overworld lag. Oh, I opened up his osmotic enchanter just fine. Maybe it's because you're. Oh, you know what? Try unmorphing out of Blaze, because I see you walking around, so you're sending packets to the
I
server.
can't.
But
No.
now try to right click on it, because the
No, I
hitbox
can't
is.
unmorph.
Really, I see you as you.
Are you seeing me as me, are you? Okay, maybe.
Sounds like
See,
you're not
I'm-
receiving, but you're sending fine.
Whoa! I've literally just had like a mass catch up.
Yeah, sounds like you weren't receiving.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, it's just caught itself up now. It's kind of weird. That was
Right, well,
weird.
Nether Star.
Right, okay. Now, can you enchant books?
No.
Yes, but not on the Osmotic Enchanter.
Ah. Have you got an enchanter at your place? Yet, Fire?
Nope, not yet. I just got the liquid experience set up. I haven't made the enchanting stuff yet. I could probably do that now, though. As I find the book out of here.
It's up one.
No, is that the lovely rat?
Yeah, oh yeah, got it.
He always keeps moving his books around.
I've moved it once.
There we go.
Exactly one
Put the
time.
grass in here.
Yeah, it's happening again. I can't actually click on anything. I wonder if it's my internet connection. I'm streaming alright, like I'm not losing anything.
Yeah, it might have just been between you and the actual game server.
Yeah. Just horrible little nasty lag spikes. Every time I change zone. What's my memory usage? Right now it's at 29%.
Actually, let's do...
Yeah, everything is loading really slowly. Oh wow. Yeah, if this stays like this, guys, then we'll probably have to take a break on the stream and hope it clears up, because this is absolutely unplayable. Wow. That's absolutely crazy. Oh, you got plenty of magical wood already, have you? Right.
Yeah, I found out that Flim Flam books give you like 20